Welcome back, guys. We're up to the Doomben car now. We're going to preview, and we start off with another staying race, the benchmark 75 of the 2200, and that's it's a competitive race.
It is,
but,
yeah.
It's good to see a good field because we like staying fields to be big. It's very important.
That's right.
So,
yeah, we don't want these 5 and 6 horses going around each
We need
week.
more program.
Yeah.
So it's good to see. But who do you like?
Pretty much aimed at the dartboard. Landed on number 6 here, Mr. LeBrock from Toby Evans' stable. Pretty consistent horse, honest. It's $8 at the moment. I think it's a good each way price. At the moment, guys, we should just say as well, we're on the Gold Coast. Absolutely been bucketing down this afternoon. Storms looks like doomsday outside. So. We think it should be at least some good give in the ground on Saturday. I've kind of done my form for the soft range as well, so I think that's sort of what we'll see on Saturday. For those of you who don't know, that's kind of the old slow 6, slow 7 range as well. So that's the form, what we've done, or what I've done for the track to be for Saturday as well. So, like I say, number 6, Mr. LeBrock on top. Number 3, Animan in for second. Made this my best of the day the other weekend. It was a messy run race. There was a lot of trouble. They kind of stop-started, and a lot of horses were pulling and over-racing. And I think with this bigger field, it looks a lot more genuine tempo. I think it'll get its chance to bounce back. Throwing in number 10 in for third and number 9 in for fourth. But yeah, number 6 on top, Mr. LeBrock for me.
Nice, and you got Bossy on there in a staying race, proven formula, and horse is running well. So it's a good chance. But I'm going to put number 10 in here, Tip Rap. It's just knocking on the door. It's got Spiky on, Glenn Collis, one of my favourites up here. Love him in staying race. He gets horses relaxed. Barrier 3 will do no work, and it's got some good soft form, like I said. So at $14 a moment, we'll go with that. To beat number 12, is 10 Tangara. 14, which is Earnest Desire, and number 3 Animan, who, like I said, it'll be right on the finish again. So 10, 12, 14, 3 for me.
Move on to race 2 here. This looks another good open race. I think it's $5 the field at the moment. For me, going number 6 here, Joper from the Robert Heathcote stables, currently $7.50. He's not noted as a first up horse. Can usually take a few runs, but I think Robbie's horses are going really well at the moment. This horse absolutely loves to sting out the track. The old boy, I think he's had around 59 starts, but he's ageless as well. He's sure to run well. He's going to get back and be running on, so I don't really like barrier 1. He might get bundled away, but if they go hard enough, it might give him a chance to cross him and he can come to the outside and storm home. So taking a chance, number 6, Joper. Putting number 7 in for second, number 9 in for third, and number 1 in for fourth. So for me, 6, 7, 9, and 1.
Interesting, because I've tipped Joker too.
Oh,
so
no,
there you go. I won't elaborate too much on you said. I actually think, like you said, if you'll be winning the race in the last 50, and I think barrier 1 will allow that. I understand what you're saying, but I think in this 1,050 starts, as I mentioned the other week, if you look at barriers 1, 2, 3, over those 1,050 and 1,100 starts, they win just that many races. If you draw 13 that, I'll just take a risk any day. Don't care who you go on. If you got Boss, Ollie, Craigie, just a suicidal start. So Joper to storm home and win. Espiritu number 7 for second, and 4, 5 third for Lino and Pillar Creation. So 6, 7, 4, 5. It's one of those. They're going to jump and just run like Gordon Catch. You know, 1,050, 14 runners. So you want someone with a nice soft run. And hopefully pounce late.
That's it. That's what we're hoping for. And move on to race 3 here, and another difficult race. Found some nice value in this race here. Led on number 8, Walk to the Bar from Natalie McCall stable. This horse is one that absolutely they'll be praying. They'll be doing their rain dance here. Absolutely loves the wet here. This horse. $11. I think that's great each way odds. I think Jimmy Byrne is riding. He's good job, Jimmy. And lose nothing putting him on. Like I say, I think $11 is a good each way price in an open race. chuck in number 4 in for second, number 3 in for third, and number 1 in for 4. So 8, 4, 3, and 1 for me here.
I'm not usually a favourites man, and it's been a bit costly lately, but I'm going to go number 1 Glendara.
Yeah.
Didn't get a run last week. That was over a mile, and it's still 13.50.
That's what put me off, to be honest. I think that they were hoping to get the run last week, and
so man, that's always a concern. Yeah. Not that missed a run last week and that, but the distance,
Yes, yeah.
But I'm sure Barry's kept it nice and fresh this week, Barry.
All the work in Barry, for sure. Fit as a fiddle.
Yeah, but like I said, it hasn't missed a place this time in. It's been a little bit costly, but. Whether I want to take the 280 about it, but I'll have to tip it on top. Yeah. And the thing that probably swayed me with the 59 was barrier 1.
Yes.
It'll get just a nice run, and won't have to do any work. So I'm going to race book raw number 2 to run a nice cheeky race first up. Anton and Bart.
Anton and Avant. It's good horse in the Stephen Lee stable.
Yeah, obviously looking for further.
Definitely,
and it doesn't have a great first up record, but I expect it to sort of.
I was having a look at that horse. I actually I think it's around $41, it's great value. That probably would just miss my top 4 actually.
Yeah, I'd definitely throw myself putting this out. Definitely throwing new exotics. Number 3, Cheapskater. Shiny Shield. Shieldy, mate.
Shieldy,
the funny guy Shieldy. And keeps making comebacks. And number 13 for 4th. Which one's that one? Great Ingrana. It's draw wide. It's $50.
Stable,
yes. Lost its form its last 2 runs, which is a bit of a concern. But I'll take a chance it could bounce back. And Tegan on, I'm sure they might ride a bit more positive. So.
Noted wet tracker that horse as well. It's another one that will be doing the rain dance as well. So
1, 2, 3, 13 for me.
Alright, nice. We move on to race 4 here. This is one, like you say, I think the most experienced horse in this race has had 3 starts or something, somewhere along those lines as well. So you're kind of taking a guess. Now, I got to admit, I had a look at the form. There's nothing that stood out here for me. So what I've done, I've taken an absolute lottery on a $13 chance here. I've gone for the bottom weight here, number 13, Jan Dama. Robbie Fraud to ride. Got to admit, I'm not very familiar with the trainer here, but it's had 2 trials at Deegan's, ran second in both of them. So, like I say, nothing really stood out and slapped me in the face, so to speak. So, just taking a chance here, guys. I think it's worth doing sometimes if you have a bit of a feeling and nothing stands out. Go for something as unraced that's ran okay in the trials. So, $13 here, I think, is just a nice little stab in the race. So, that's the way to go.
He owns a horse as well, Benny Mason.
Benny Mason, that's the one. Yeah,
trying to go for the big payday. Yeah, so hopefully you've got a nice horse here.
No, that's what I thought, and it's drawn lovely as well. I think it might have drawn barrier 1 from memory as well. So looking forward to hopefully filling up a nice payday there with Jan Dama, I think is how you say it. Put in number 1 in for second, number 3 in for third, and number 2 in for 4th. So. Gone right down the bottom, and then my next 3 selections are right up the top. So,
nice. Well, it's Feeling Ready Stakes. It's for the $2 for the Colton Geldings, named after the great Queen's horse, before we won the Slipper. Magic Moon's double. And he retired recently. Great old war horse. Didn't win too many trials after the Slipper, but he
suckered me in a few times, I tell you.
But nevertheless, he was a great horse, and sure. Good to see a race named after him. He was a great 2-year-old, and it's a hard race. And this is now from here on this is where the Magic Moon's horse has got to be making their names. There's only 4 weeks to go.
Time to stand up and be counted for sure.
So I'm going to go. I tipped him the other week out of his first start. I'm going to stick with him from the Heathcote Cubas. He ran a nice race. I think it was benefit a lot from the run, just experience-wise watching it. And I'll go him. Number 3, Sundance, and 4, Siderius. Siderius, he's really making a bit of a name. He's got a lot of early 2-year-old runners. It's his first crop. And he's got, if you look, he's got a lot of runners. So he's doing a good job, throwing a lot of early comers.
No, that's right.
And he was a nice 2-year-old as well himself. So he's thrown that into his progeny. And number 2, Burn Notice. Like I said, I'm going a bit on barriers there again. I think even though they're some good horses there, or promising horses, I still think barriers are key, especially with 2-year-olds. So Yeah, but interesting because we got the Phillies race, the Phillies division in race 5.
Yeah, no, that's right. Yeah, it's time for the girls here, and I look, for me, anytime you see G Waterhouse's name in the race book, her horses are always going to take a power beating, and I've landed on her horse here, number 6, Serena's Pride, currently $5. I think that's a great price. I think this horse, absolutely brilliant on debut, jumped out, bounced to the front, very green up the straight, just wanted to roll in, roll out, roll in, roll out. I think it would take huge benefit from that, a lot of race experience. You often see horses go from their first start and make gigantic leaps to their second start. You have to remember horses, there's only so much they can do on the training tracks. They don't see the colours, they don't hear the people, they don't hear the speakers. It's a very, very different environment, and sometimes horses can get worked up and wound out. But yeah, like I say, I think from the Gay Waterhouse stable here, it'll have improved leaps and bounds here. I think $5 is a great price. To be honest, I'd be absolutely shocked if it misses the top 3. I think it's a moral each way bet. Number 6, Serena's Pride. Then on number 4 here for second, 3 in for third, and the toppy number 1 in for fourth. So Serena's Pride on top for me. I think moral each way, top 3.
Nice, mate. Well, this is the Callaway Girls Race. Another Queensland horse who won the Golden Slipper. Scotty Sam, who was having a great run, and Brucey Brown, who's still training. Brucey, he's a Gold Slipper winning trainer, Bruce Brown. Yeah. She was a great little child. She's a good horse. Some of these would be love to be half as good as her. I'm tipping one who's by Siderius again. And it's had 1 start for 1 win. That's Star Ronte from John Murder's stable. Leaky rolls. Saturday night, mate. Had a good day, and he's sticking with it. It's done nothing really wrong. I mean, second of trials, 1 as trial, and then 1 first up with the coast the other week. Obviously, a lot weaker race, but I won pretty impressively, I thought. It's $15 a mate. I think the Phillies race is a lot better race on paper than the boys. I think there's some really boom ones here. I see my one I tip I really like. The one you tip Gay, just respect her, and it's well bred, and just got beat first up.
No, that's right.
And then we have the 2 what we call probably the boom fillies up here, who have both had 1 start, 1 win. The Last Kiss. Stephen O'Day stable. Great win. Great win. Coming from well back. Someone said, only a $10,000 yearling.
Cheapy, real cheapy.
By Sebring out of Kiss Me Katie, who he trained. I don't know how that one fell through for only $10,000. The medical report must have been that's a good follow-up story. We might check on that. And then we had the powerful Golden Stable, who has the ladies' night out. Who created a big impression winning first day, and is currently the favourite, 1 by 4.5. It was only in a field of 5, but
that's what I thought.
They did win on the soft track.
That's true. Then, but I just don't like $2.60. I had it in my top 4. Just from a gut feel, I could be completely off the mark. The Last Kiss here, I've left out of my top 4. Like you say, was a good win, but it's going to get back again, and it's going to have to reproduce now. Like we were talking about with Abel Friend before, horses who get back and produce that big, powerful finish, can they do it 2 times in a row? I personally would rather back a horse that jumps and runs, and they can often do that a lot more 2 times in a row than having to get back and run on. So that's just my personal gut feel. I could be completely wrong. This horse, by every chance, would come out and blow them away, but that's just my opinion. I've left it out of my top 4. Could have egg on my face come next week, but that's just something I usually go for. So
I'll go start Ronte. I'll go 3. There's the ladies of the second. I did win by 4.5, and the third horse, MTB Queen, did come out and win. So it's always good with 2-year-old. That's one good rule with 2-year-olds, is that the 2-year-old form is standing up. So barrier 3 as well, go straight to the front, and won't give up the rails from there. I'll put in the Last Kiss for second, and number 6, Gay. It's horse for 4. I really like the fillies race. So it's only how the boys might come out and jump, and we had there's been some good promising colts, and we'll touch on. I'll just quickly, Capitalist trial the other day. The Breeders' he's coming up here. And geez,
if you haven't seen this win, guys, from Peter and Paul Snowden stable, it was I don't think breathtaking is a strong enough word, to be honest. It was so perfect. He jumped up near the speed, come to the turn, just sitting on it, and didn't move. But it seems like the jock didn't even ask for any effort, and it just accelerated. And
he's got X factor, and
yeah.
I think I commented when we talked about him the week. I just think he's an absolute amazing mover.
Yes.
He just does effort. He's just got beautiful action. He's just, he's currently the favourite. He'll have one lead-up run probably next week in the Wild Magic Millions.
Really looking forward to that.
Which would be good. He might scare a few away, which it tends to be a small field. And with the boom he's creating, he won his trial easily the other day. It'll be a great race. I think the Magic Millions, these 2-year-olds, really shaping up to be a really good one. So early on.
Really looking forward to see the filly from the Godolphin stable, who won the same day, completely different style of win. Bombed the start, circled the field, mowed them down. Last 50 metres, Jock just knew it was all over. Absolutely bolted in. So
they'll be going for the slipper, obviously.
Name escapes me at the moment. So
it was interesting that, because that was a sensational win as well. It was interesting to hear that. Sorry, again, I'll be a topic here. O'Shea, their horse that won last week, the 2-year-old race in Sydney. Ant? Was it Ant?
No. The name escapes.
Sorry, it's a bit unprofessional. But it was back lead up. It was 100-1 early in the week for the slipper. It was 25-1 the day before the race, and now it's one of the favourites. And O'Shea stayed at this stage. That's his top pick out of 2-year-old, which is interesting. And it was impressive to get that one that ran off the track and stuff. I just really like what I'm seeing from the 2-year-old. And especially Magic Millions so early. Like I said, 4 weeks still. Plenty can happen with 2-year-olds in 4 weeks. Especially. And as we've seen in the last couple of years, Le Chef and Real Surreal, both winning the week before to get in the race.
That's right. So
4 weeks is a long time, but I'm really liking the way it's going this day. So look forward to that. So we'll go race 6.
Race 6 here.
Another good race.
This is a very hard race as well. It's a very open race. Now, I'm taking a chance here for a couple of reasons. Probably there's a lot of negatives for this horse, but there's a lot of positives. I'm going with the old war horse here, number 1, Daffin Alf. Great horse. Now, not sure Doomben is his track. Out sort of Toowoomba way, Sunny Coast way. I think he'd nearly be favourite.
11 starts, only 2 plays in the Doomben.
That's one of the negatives. Also, 62 kilos is a negative, but it's drawn nice. Now, this horse as well, 60% of the time it's been in the money first up, and 67% out of the time over the distance it's finished top 3 as well. So for me, they're the positives. Very, very good horse, very versatile, handles all surfaces, always gives his best, absolutely flies first up. I think $11 is definitely worth a shot at the stumps here, number 1, Daffin Alf. Tip the toppy here, we've gone all the way down to the bottom for our next 3 selections. Thrown in number 10 in for 2nd, 12 in for 3rd, and number 11 in for 4th. So I just think, guys, take a chance here. Number 1, Daffin Alf. I think he's great each way price at $11, and I can't see him starting that price on the day, to be honest. So
just a great horse you love to own. I totally hearing you there. And some really good stats there, positive and negative, and they're things that you got to weigh up sort of sometimes. I've got to go number 10, Salty Damani. He's a good horse. He's only won the 2 races, but he has raced in some better races. The key for me here is that he returned nicely the other day. He's 1 second up. He likes the soft again, which, we'll keep looking outside the moment there. I think you're going to be needing that. And the key thing is Bradley Stewart getting out at 54 kilos.
Maybe he said it the other week with the horse Total Authority that was at good odds, and it I think it's actually racing again today on Saturday. And you were right on the money there, mate. He ran a cheeky race, and for him to get down to 54 kilos,
if you see Bradley Stewart riding 54, he's really pushing the boundaries. He's not doing that. Big effort, and he. Like I said, success rate when he does it is big. it's a good. It's an open race.
Yes.
It is. So that's
Yeah.
why I don't know if I want to take $4 about him,
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I think he's the one to beat. 8 anymore for second. I've got 7. Britalia Kate, who's half the price this week.
That's right. Just quickly, I'll touch on her.
Barry 2 this week.
Yeah,
you know, half price. Last week.
That's exactly right. You know, and it's happened before, guys, where you know you've seen a horse at the price and gone, you know, I have to go with it only because of the price.
Yeah.
And then next start, you look at it and it's short, and you're like, well, I did win off it last week, but it's too short again this week. Negatives as well, doesn't like the soft track, and has never really performed on the quick backup as well. So obviously it's pleasing the stable if they go for the quick backup, but I look back through her form, and for me, I don't like her on the quick backup, and I don't like her on the wet track. So that's why I've kind of sidestepped her this week. But could easily come out and win again. So
I think she'll definitely be in the money somewhere. Just from Barry 2, and I just think that she's a horse that she looks happy now at the moment.
Yes, you know, she's absolutely loving her racing for sure.
I think the change of environment coming up here has brought a new lease of life back into her.
Yeah.
And I'll go number 3, Remagen Bridge. Consistent, and if it follows its racing pattern, it should win this week. 1/3, 1/3, and that's last 4 starts. So shoot for a win. So we get to one of the features, race 7.
Yeah, very open race again. Found some nice value again here for you guys. Tipped this horse the other week. Ran a really nice 4th first up here from Robert Heathcote stable, number 5, Privlaka. It's come up $12. Interesting to note as well, this horse did win its maiden on a heavy track as well, so it handles the wet. I think it's by Mossman as well, so the Mossmans absolutely love the wet. They relish it. If you ever see a horse by Mossman, don't ever be worried about it on the wet track.
That's true.
99.9% of them absolutely swim in it. So I have to stick solid. Like I was just talking about with Britalia Kate, if this horse Privlaka came up shorter odds, I'd probably go against it. But at the price again, after I thought it did enough. I thought it was a really sound return the other week. And like I say, it started $5.50 in that race. It's $12 this week. So for me, simply price wise and natural improvement second up. Bit of sting out the track, which it didn't have as well. I think it ticks a lot of boxes here. And $12 I think is really good odds. So number 5 Privlaka on top. Number 8 in for second. I'll go right down to the bottom. Number 14 in for third, and number 11 in for fourth. So
nice. Heathcote and Brown, man, same colours as Buffering.
That's
so
right,
Brownie jumps on here.
Yep.
I've tipped it as well.
Oh, nice.
And I think it's my best bet of the day.
Nice. Yeah.
It's got too many ticks for me.
Yes, I completely agree. Yeah.
I'm really confident this one. I think Robbie said Calamaro last from best bet of Robbie, and I think he'll definitely get this one for us this week. Just too many ticks. I'd simply best bet of the day.
And when the Winning Easy crew agrees on a horse, guys, we're usually right on the money.
Yeah,
so.
That's it. Well, we agreed on Joker as well for Robbie. So Robbie, you just missed last week for my best bet. You are us, but big Robbie fans this week.
Yes, that's it, mate. There's a first.
Yeah, I've tipped him another one as well. Geez, Robbie. For second, I'm going number 6, Show Command.
Yeah.
I think this is a nice horse. Fuck. 101.
Yeah.
There you go. That's off your car. That's 101.
Yeah.
Looking for further.
Yeah.
Drawn wide. Should be storming home nice and fresh.
Yeah.
Cannot believe it's 101.
Crazy odds.
Just saw I said, don't even look at odds. I just looked at it then. Wow. Make sure you put him in your exotic.
Yeah.
Holy jeez. And number 14, Soul for Song.
Yeah. Good odds. Yeah.
I don't think this horse can do much more than it has. Winning a second, barrier 1.
Yeah.
I think it can handle the step up. And then we got number 13, My Girl Haley, who's the market mover at this stage, and from the powerful Golan and Teague. And Teague's on this one. Sorry, England's on this.
Yeah.
But geez, Tony's winning everything. Lately. He's just
on fire.
Clean up. So
Mr. Golan,
a good little 3-year-old race. And I think some of the favourites are drawn wider, and I think that's where it could change. But Brownie on Privlaka,
he's a star, D Brown.
Yeah, he
really, he great job, for sure.
Great job. And sorry about my swearing, that's not professional. But
Follow us in there, guys.
The passion came for it. Yeah,
that's it. That's it.
The feature of the day's race 8, the Loughney Stakes.
Yeah, well,
time on the race.
Well, it's interesting. You've just given your best of the day. This race is my best of the day here from the Peter Moody stable. Number 9, Wineholt here. Take my word on this, guys. This horse will smash them. It's come up $4.40. I can't believe it. I thought it would be around even money when I had a look at the form for this horse. Okay, so this horse, its only problem ever is its genuineness and its willingness to attack the line. Now, its win last start, yes, it did have the run of the race, beautiful drop on the 2 litres, but it absolutely ravaged the line. It drew away for an effortless win. This horse is in career best form. It's been competitive with Group 1 horses and Group 2 horses. It's raced much better horses than these. I think absolute best bet of the day here, number 9, Wineholt, $4.40. Lock it in now, because I'm telling you guys, if it starts more than $4 on the day, I'll be shocked. I think it's a bet of the day. I think it'll smash them here, Wineholt. As long as Bossy, don't let us down here.
A lot of pressure.
Yeah,
Bossy.
So boss man, you saluted last week, so make sure you take care of our winning easy viewers out there. But yeah, follow us in here, guys. Number 9, Wineholt will just win. I'll give you 3 more selections just for trifectas and first fours, because I'm very confident Wineholt will win. Number 8 in for second, 6 in for third, and 4 in for fourth. My best bet of the day here, Wineholt. I think he's too good for them, and he loves to sting out the track as well. So every box is ticked. Yeah, best of the day.
Give us a high five.
Yeah.
Wineholt to win as well.
There we go.
Yeah. Like you said, don't need to go too much more. His form, I think, is just good, and I love beautifully placed here. A feature race with a good prize money on the limit, and the Barry just ticked it off. He'll just get the run of the race, and when he gets open, as long as he gets over the top of the straight,
he's turn of foot's too good.
Yeah, he should just sprint away, and Bossy, just keep him going, mate.
Yeah.
So simply too good. I agree. Peaceful for second. Saluda for third. Good win last start with 60 kilos of horse, and he raced the well this time of year. And I'm going to put number 11, Abu Ben Adam, for fourth, just for multiples. I think he's a bit hard horse to catch. He can blow up. I don't think I'm the same weight as Wineholt. Yeah, can't see me beating him, that's for sure. But just for exotics, I think he's worth throwing in. So 9, 4, 6, 11. You listen to him, you just back it.
Fingers crossed. Alright, so guys, move on to the last of the day here. Another very, very competitive race. A lot of chances. For me here, found nice value again. We found your $11 chance here. Number 12, Glorious Red. Good win last start. Loves to sting out the track. Like to say, last start winners. Winning, I've said it, you're probably getting sick of me saying it. Winning form is good form. Ticks a lot of boxes here, Glorious Red. So goes on top here. $11. Great odds. Throwing in number 3 for second. 7 in for third, and number 11 in for fourth. But yeah, Glorious Red here. Winning form, good form, continue on. Horse is full of confidence, loving racing, loving life, and yeah, can go on with the job and maybe put another number 1 next to its name.
Yeah, it's a hard one. I'm going to sort of give Bentle's I'll put him on trial. I think it's a nice race for him again. I think he's well placed. I did probably expect a bit more from him last start.
Didn't he cruise up and travel up, and you're like, well, this horse is going to blow them away, and he kind of just plotted a bit.
It's and there's a few come from that same race. That were obviously C-Red.
Yes.
Did you have C-Red in your
No, not in my top 4. No, don't like the horse. Any sort of rain on the track at all. This horse is. I said it the week at one. I said it's a bone dry tracker.
Yeah.
Don't even if one of our patrons walk past and spit on the track, you don't want to be on, because it doesn't like any moisture at all on the track. So it could come back and bite me in the where, but have to leave some out. And I think it really was its race the other week. It will be full of confidence now. Hadn't won for a while, and
you got the money, good odds for us.
That's right. That's all we need.
We got the money out of it.
Yep.
I'll go Bendels. I'll give him one more chance. He won a similar type of race last prep. Like I said, I probably just did expect a bit more, but Barry 2 and Tegan back on, who won on him last prep. I think hopefully we'll get the best out and go to the front. Glorious Red for second. It could have been almost another one the same.
Yeah.
I tipped him in that C-Red race. She didn't get a run.
Yeah.
She was Mercy. And she went to Ipswich and won. Like I said, loves the wet.
Yeah.
And Barry 4 in a spike on. will, whatever beats her, I think will win sort of thing. So I think Bendels to beat her, and number 16 of 4. I'm trying to just think of 16. Wearing Wings for third. It's a nice odds at the moment. And the other one, was one here to be a good odds, so I thought. Hot Saga for fourth. Make sure you put this one in your first fours. Horse with a lot of ability. Probably wants a little bit further. But obviously raced in a lot harder race last time. And look at his soft record: 7 starts, 4 wins, and a second. He's stupid odds at $41. I was almost going to promote him, but I think maybe should have actually. But I'll go 11, 12, 16, 4.
All right, so that's our Doomben preview finished. I'll just give you 2 more bets, guys. We're going away from Doomben. My best of the day, nice and early. Make sure you're up and awake. Going race 1, Ramwick, number 6, Progressive from the Godolphin stable. Now, I backed this horse last start, and I was crying at the 200 metre mark because it couldn't get out, and a horse from the Chris Waller stable, Miss Denny, came to the outside, head full of momentum. Once his horse got out, and James McDonald really got into it along the rails, it picked up and threw the head down on the line to win. I think this horse has a really good turn of foot. It's won 2 in a row now, and it's $5. I can't believe it's $5. I think it should be favoured in this race. Best of the day, away from Doomben, race 1 at Ramwick, number 6, Progressive from the Godolphin stable. Roughie of the day, one of the feature races at Flemington, race 8. Sorry, I haven't put the number down. I know it's right down the bottom. Supercharged, $21. Now, this horse's run first up at Moonee Valley was sensational. It's a get-back run-on horse. It can produce... It can turn it up and not show up. But on its day, I remember seeing it win one day. I ran second to it. Absolutely sprouted wings and knocked me off. And I think it ran 3 in a row. I think Kylie Vella's got it. She's doing a great job with this horse. Flemington, suit it down to the ground. Long, big straight. Plenty of time to wind up. $21 is absolutely ridiculous odds. And if this horse shows up, you watch it absolutely motor home. So it will be rattling home. And like I say, $21 is superb odds. So race 8, Flemington, horse right down the bottom, supercharged, $21.
Nice. Sounds very confident there. That's for sure. I like that. Like I said, just recapping, Privlaka was my best of the day. And that's at 12s at the moment. And I don't really have a roughie there. I reckon Hot Saga, even my tip, I reckon he'll come in from 40. So I reckon if you like him, maybe have something on him now. But I'll just stick with Privlaka. It's $12. It's each way all day, so I'll just make him the best bet of the day. Very confident there. So that was a good. It's a good day's racing all around today. But
it really is.
I like the Doomben car of the weekend. I think it'll be a good competitive day.
No, I think we're starting to get some quality here this time of year, and getting the better jocks come over as well. So. And like I say, with this racing series as well, with the jocks from all around Australia and around the world, it's definitely spice things up a bit. So I'm completely looking forward to it. And like I say, it's not very often that we're this much on the money together, and sort of we're on the same wavelength for a lot of things. So hopefully that's a really good thing. And if you follow us in, guys, hopefully when you see us next week, we got big smiles and full pockets, so that's what it's all about. And wherever you are on Saturday, have a great day and enjoy the day's racing. And just enjoy it. Have a few bets, have a few beers if you're lucky enough not to be working like this sucker is. And really enjoy, guys. And,
I just made I have kept to my word. I've not had a bet since the whip rules have come in. I haven't. It's been 10 days now. I've not had a bet. And I'm sticking strong, but that might change on the weekend because as I said, we cut away almost one last week. I was cursing, but I'm sticking strong to my beliefs there. And I just want to say quickly that it looks like it's been blown over, and there's actually a lot of still negative feedback from the jocks, but they won't, like I said, won't do anything about it. But there's a lot more negative talk about the helmets. And there's actually Jimmy Byrne and Ryan Wiggins have started an online petition to not let them get implemented. So if you want to go and check I forget their name, check their page and sign it. I'm definitely not a fan of the new helmets.
No, well, and at the end of the day, it's their call. Like
that's exactly what they're saying.
It's their decision. Like you can't force someone not to do something. Yeah. It's like saying when people go out to drink alcohol, yeah, something can go wrong, but you can't ban them from doing it, or you can't ban someone from driving a car just because you might get hurt, or just because this one's got this airbag or this colour seatbelt or whatever. Like, at the end of the day, it's what they do for a living. It's what they know works for them. It's what they know will give them the best protection. Yeah. It's not up to anyone else.
I understand they might have the best interest here racing Australia and that, but they're not listening to the jockeys, and they're very unanimous on this issue. There's not a split division a bit like the whips. They're very one-sided on this. That no, they do not like them. Yeah. Ex-jockeys have come out, Shane Dykes come out and slammed them. Yeah. They're not happy, and they are really talking about striking over this issue come March when they come into effect, and all track riders have to have more jockeys than that. Like I said, I don't understand why you wouldn't strike with the whip thing. Yeah. But that's a different story. I think it's weak. But the helmet thing, I'm totally on your side as well. They're jockeys, so. But yeah, I haven't had a bet yet, but that might change this weekend. Wait and see, I don't know. But as you said, enjoy the day, and also once again, thanks for your support. And we need someone here in the middle of it. We need someone here in the middle of it. Like, this is getting a bit lonely. We got a spare seat here. Yeah. We got a spare seat over there. Yeah. We can get someone to come and join us on the couch.
Come join the crew. We'll give you some free beers or something. We can have a beer during the show. Like, see Cyril, if you're out there, if you're available, mate, come on to spin us some Vo Rogue stories or something. Like, anyone, we're lonely here, guys. Come and join the crew. Like,
where's the sponsors knocking on the door?
Yeah.
There's no Dill Marti.
Yeah, no, Dilly hasn't jumped on board yet. I don't know what's going on. We're playing. If you're out there, guys, if you know anyone, but in all seriousness, even if you own a business or you know someone who owns a business, or you want to out of the kindness of your heart, or anyone if you hear our best of the day, if you want to throw $50 on it down at the tab, and if it wins, give it to charity. Yeah. Something for us. We'll give you a shout out if you want to inbox us with some details. Just let us know.
Spot on. Spot on there, mate. And like I said, that's what we wanted, someone to charity, or we wanted someone to jump on board like corporate or TRA or one of the core bookies, and let us have a bet on behalf of our charity and put the winnings to that. We'd love to do that. We've said that many times. And also, I just had a mind blow I was going to say.
I'll just quickly give a shout out to... we appreciate all your support and all your following, but we know we have a few hardcore fans. We won't name names.
We might name names next week.
We might if you keep following us in. You know who you are, guys. The ones who there's about 6 or 7 of you who follow us in every single week. Always liking, commenting, congratulating us on our page. Really, thank you. You're good people, and that's all we want, guys.
You just actually reaching my memory. Yeah. We mentioned a few weeks ago, we'd like someone to write in or email or write a topic that you'd like us to discuss, and we haven't had any topics to talk about. I know we're very, we've got our opinions on things, we like to keep up to date on all the big issues, but we'd love to see any issue, whether it's related to the horse, the industry, jockey, trainers.
Anything you're passionate about, guys, write out. If you think something's an absolute moral and an outrage and a disgrace, write in. If you think if you want the fuel to start burning, guys, write in. If there's something you want to point out that's positive, or write in. We'll give it a plug, and we'll give you our thoughts on it as well.
Definitely. So every thought here, like I said, is everyone's opinion, and generates good debate. Yeah. I just want to have one more final say. So there's a job in Western Australia for Perth Racing. We're looking for a communication specialist. We us two, we're your men. That's our job here. Check out Winning Easy, and we're your people for that job. Yeah. If you want race day exposure, you want us giving mountain yard tips, giving recap at the end of the day, being on the Perth Racing website, updating trials and that. That's our job.
Putting some young blood back in the industry.
We're going to apply for the job.
Yeah.
Give us a go.
Yeah.
And you won't regret it. Trust me. So I just wanted to shout there to Perth Racing. You'll be getting our resume ASAP tonight.
Yeah.
I expect a response in the next 7 days, preferably the next 7 hours. Right? So we'll be there for Perth Cup Day if you want.
Yeah.
2nd of January.
Yeah.
Fly us over Perth Cup Day.
Yeah.
Give us a go.
Put us on Tiger Air, whatever, and economy, like ship us over. We don't mind.
No Tiger Air. I don't fly that.
Just go in the cargo department, mate. You'll be alright. It's not a long flight.
We'll drive over the Null Boys. But, you give us notice. Because we'll be there Perth Cup Day, 2nd of January, your biggest meeting of the year.
Yeah, and we'll tip you a power of winners as well.
So there you go, Perth Racing, that's all.
But
that's it.
Just wrapping up. Thanks for your support, guys. That's it for another episode of Winning Easy. And thank you for your support. Go out, enjoy the day's racing, have fun, have a few beers, have a punt, get some winnings, and we'll see you next week. So take care, take it easy, guys.
See you guys.